What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing good. Hope life is treating you better than you deserve, because it is me. Anyways, all right. Well, I want to talk. I want to talk. There's selfishness right out the gate. Honestly, if there's something that you guys want to hear from me, seriously, just you can DM me. I'm reachable via the socials. You can leave comments here. I read them and we'll go through them. And so anyways, if you want to hear something, you can leave stuff there and I'll respond. But I do want to really discuss something just about this show and just about life in general. At the root of everything, at the core of everything, business, life, relationships, everything's the same. The principles don't change. The stuff that I'm talking about, people have talked about before me, right? Somebody else out there who's never even listened to what I'm talking about, they've already discovered the same thing and have different language for it. They understand and can see the same stuff, and they're talking about it. And the point is this: there's nothing new under the sun. Everything's the same. What matters about this, honestly, and what matters about everything being the same is this: how do you apply it? Because everything that I'm doing in business, it goes hand in hand with my relationship with my wife. It goes hand in hand with my friendship with Andrew. We're partners, right? But we're actually legit friends. Like, we're family. Him and I are family. We both acknowledge that in deep ways. And I think it's important to really see that all the principles that you learn in one area can be applied elsewhere, right? For instance, an example of this is honesty. Right? That applies to all three of those things that I'm doing. It applies to raising kids, right? It applies to just going out and interacting with people in a coffee shop, right? The staff, anybody serving, anybody waiting on you. Honesty, that applies. It really applies across the board. And I think it's very easy to see life because the physical circumstances look different. The details in the moment look different at work than they do at home and all these things. But life really boils down really simply to where it is really all the same. All the principles are the same: honesty, trustworthiness, being honorable, an honorable person, honoring others and respecting others, those sort of things. Also, the way you deal with money in the company is the way you deal with at home. And if you listen to guys who want to tell you, like, hey, here's how you build business, here's how you do these things, they're like, hey, everything that the majority of people tell you is like, the man who you are is going to determine how you run a business. It's going to determine how you lead. It's going to determine how you do sales. It will determine how you're going to operate in your job. It's going to determine you as an entrepreneur starting a company, developing an idea or thing. It determines all those. And the reason why they tell you that is because the principles for life are universal. Who you are is universal to every situation. Think about it. Your situations change, but the same person that was at home is now at work. You're not changing that variable in those circumstances, in those situations. You're there. If you're involved, you're there. The thing you can, though, is you can't change work. You can't change a lot of like outside circumstances. You can change yourself. And so one of my personal goals is I want to be the same man I am behind closed doors that I am in front of everybody else. Because it's very interesting. Most of us in life, we will get up and go to work for a boss who tells us to be on time, but we won't get up and go to work or go to keep the promise that we told ourselves, hey, I'm not going to go stay up late and I'm going to get up early on Saturday and be productive. That promise is way harder to keep than when a boss is telling us to show up on time for a job, right? And so you ask yourself, why? Well, because I'm not operating on the principles that I should. Love myself and love others. Cool. That self-love of getting up to be productive, that's the reason why you get up to go to work. Not because a boss told you to, and the principles are out of whack, and the principles are unaligned with how you're operating in life. And as a result, well, you got two different outcomes. And so I'm saying all this because I think it's very foundationally important to really know that it is very foundationally important to know that everything is all the same and everything is transferable, right? You learn a principle in one area, it's going to apply to wherever else you are. And it's interesting because I did not major in business. I didn't do anything like that with business. My education has nothing to do with business. And it just so happens that all the things that I learned that were not business, all the principles, they all still tend to apply. Anyways, That's it, guys, and I will catch you later. Peace.